What's going on, YouTube? Just want to do a quick Monday afternoon review. Silver got knocked down today, 17 points or something like that. I can't remember. But it's continuing on its path. Broke down through support, came back and hit that support as resistance, and then now it's backing off again. Target is around 12. If it goes lower than that, we'll see what happens at 12. You can see on the weekly how it broke down and then came back up here, and then closed the week off last week down, way down, and then we opened down this week. So it doesn't bode well. I'm going to be saving my money to load up the truck when it gets down to 12. Maybe buy some bit gold in the process. Copper continues to get slammed. Had a really bad week last week, you can see. Excuse me. This is a bearish flag pattern, so I would look for newer lows coming off of this thing. Maybe if the Feds raise rates or something, this thing will just fall apart. But you can recognize this flag pattern. It's got no support underneath it, so once it breaks previous lows, it kind of breaks down. Breaks down kind of fast as well. So I'd love to catch copper on the bottom. That would be awesome. Let's go back to a monthly. See where we're at. Catching this thing at 125. I mean, wow, that would be a treat. But hopefully it goes to right around here, and that would be the final bottom. So poking below 2, gathering some legs, maybe make a bottom pattern, and consolidate. Right now it's just been, there's no consolidation anywhere in here. So see what happens. Keeping a good eye out on the copper. Gold, it did that retracement like we talked about. I think you can see it on the weekly. Yeah. So it broke down this 1080, and you can see how it broke down, did a bearish retracement, and now it could potentially go down quite a bit further. So just to see, on a weekly, a monthly, so we're looking at, again, below 1,000, maybe right around there, 974 is what I'm just guessing. That's where your support is, right? Those 2 candles there. So keep a watch, and hopefully we can back the truck up and load up with physical when these things bottom out. Definitely going to catch these things on the bottom. The Dow had a winning streak today, but not enough to make any difference from the previous days of downward falling. So on the Dow, I'm actually waiting for this right shoulder to start breaking apart. Could do a little bit more consolidation, similar to the S&P, where it has another leg of consolidation, I believe. Could be wrong here. Same thing. On this S&P and the Dow, you can see how this steep incline even steeper from this pattern. Has no support. So maybe a bump and run around 1800 as this thing falls apart, especially if the Feds raise rates. There's no reason why the stock market should stay up this high if they're going to raise rates. So bump and run at 1800, falling down to 17. I'm going to say right around 17 is going to be our first stop and see if we can consolidate. And on the Dow, same steep incline, and then once this right shoulder breaks apart, I mean, you're looking at 12, 13 in here. Maybe a bump and run at 14, but we'll see if we can get down to here first. It'll probably bounce, consolidate for a couple months, bump and run, similar to this little pattern here, maybe. Opposite though, because it's going to be coming down. This is my opinion though. US dollar is still struggling, and I'm looking at this daily, and I can see another flag, different but the same. It's kind of in the same kind of flag. And so one flag breakdown, two flags breakdown, and maybe a consolidation. And then we can see where we go from there. Can't see why the Feds would raise rates in this kind of, you raise rates when everything's good. These charts are not looking good. Crude oil, I think, is the most important chart that we have to look at, and it continues. Well, I had a little update today, but it just doesn't look good. I'm looking at a break below 32.50, and then it's sayonara. Who knows where it's going to go? I mean, this is a head and shoulders pattern right here, and that from here has broken down. So from 40 to 60, these things break down in 2.5 times. So, I mean, I don't even want to know. It'd be cheap at the gas tank, but all we'll be doing is paying taxes at the gas tank, gas pump. Was that 40% of the gas already is all taxes? I mean, what if the price went down to $10 a barrel? What was that, 80%? I'm not sure how they figure taxes on gas, but I know a big portion of it goes to state, federal, and blah, blah, blah. But that's about it. Pretty boring Monday. Everyone's waiting for the Feds, and I'm just going to throw it out there, but I'm going to guess that they're going to go negative. It's going to be a bail-in, and things are just going to crap out. They're going to try to save it with more inflation. I mean, what the last the Congress had to raise the debt ceiling. Well, within the month, November, they had $600 billion tacked onto the national debt. I mean, I don't think anyone realizes what the hell's going on. I mean, $600 billion in 1 month, and I guess they don't even have to meet to raise the debt ceiling anymore. And they would just give them a blank check like we did in 2008 to all the banksters. They were asking for $700 billion to save the whole economy, but they ended up spending like $20 trillion. I mean, this is, yeah. We're all just, we're not going to get out of this one very easily. Once it falls apart, you better have food and water. Wait till things settle out. You better have some gold and silver, and then buy some physical assets with them, because everything's going to be really, really cheap. So that's what I'm going for. Hopefully you guys are checking out the BitGold. If you visit my site, Precious Metals Prices, I wish that everyone would get a BitGold account. Right now they're free. You don't have to make a deposit right away, but when you do, you get a prepaid debit card, and you can buy and sell at 1% of spending. If you spend off the gold card, you have to pay a 1% fee. That's like me going down and wanting to, buy a car. I have to go to the pawn shop first, pay the premium to sell it at the bid, I believe. And then, in another sense, you go to the pawn shop or the gold dealer and you have to pay the asking price, and sometimes a little bit more. So it's not bad. Check it out. It's a 1% fee. There's free vault storage. There's a free gold account, and you can send money anywhere in the world. And it's allocated. So that's very important to know. Your account is allocated. It's not, I forget what the opposite is, but the allocated accounts are the most secure. I mean, your name is on that account and on that gold. It's yours. It's allocated. So check that out. Take it in consideration. Things are not going to be going well, especially when you have this BitGold account. Your money, say I heard Eric Sprott give an explanation that maybe you're in Argentina, but your gold is in Germany. You're not going to be affected by that downfall of the currency in Argentina. And it just makes a lot of sense to have a competitive currency, to get out of the fiat banking system. I think that is just so important. So check it out. Precious Metals Prices, preciousmetals-prices.com, and just click on there, and I got tons of information here to you look at. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what's going on up there. See ya.